Attention, salute, pledge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red guns bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there, still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right, hey, all, hard.
High in the hills of Habersham, silver and blue our colors fly, honored with love and loyalty. Your name will never, never die. Central monument of glory, we love you more and more each day, more each day. Tears will flow when we leave these halls. Central, your name will never die.
Hello, I'm Principal Jim Van Hooser, and it's with great pleasure I welcome you tonight to our 2013 graduation ceremony. And today is Friday, May 24th, and this is the Day of the Raiders. It's my privilege to welcome tonight to our stage some special guests, and I do want to recognize them tonight. First of all, Mr. Matthew Cooper, our Superintendent of Schools, our Board Chairman, Mr. Gilbert Barrett, our Board Vice Chair, Dr. Robert Barron, Board members, Ms. Pat Taylor, Mr. Don Corbett, and Mr. Ricky Williams, and our administrative staff from the high school. We have Dr. Amy Hood, Mr. Doug Westmoreland, Mr. Stan Rentz, Mr. Jonathan Stribling, Ms. Fran Dundor, and Mr. Octavius Mulligan.
Hello, I'm Macy Doran, and I'm the Public Relations Officer for the class of 2013. Let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for this special night. Thank you for the parents, guardians, friends, and family who have encouraged us, guided us, and supported us so that we could accomplish this goal to be here graduating tonight. Thank you for the teachers, the administrators, and faculty in this school and in our community who have helped us along the way. Thank you for the friendships made in the last 4 years. I pray we do not forget how important those relationships have been and what we have learned from each other. Help us to never forget those classmates we have lost. You have blessed the class of 2013 with unique talents and personalities. Please help us to use those gifts for your service. Thank you for your unconditional love and grace. I pray that we will never forget your unwavering love for us. As we leave this place, help us to understand and live out your will for our lives. Finally, Lord, help us to be joyful always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Good job, little girl. Great job.
My name is Taquez Faulkner, and I'll be giving a speech today. So here we are. August 18th, year 2000. For those of us who started out our schooling here in Habersham County, this should have been our first day of kindergarten. No doubt you were probably nervous about going into a huge building filled with people your size and some bigger people, later known as teachers. Starting there and going through middle school, we have learned everything from reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar to reading The Outsiders, from adding 2 plus 4 to finding y for equations. All that led to August of 2009, 9th grade, and the beginning of our time in high school. By then, we had probably made some pretty good friends and were probably not too excited about joining with our middle school rivals. In all honesty, I thought the kids from North were kind of weird. But then again, coming from South, I really didn't have much room to talk. I later learned that we were all Raiders trying to obtain the same piece of paper, which we're finally going to be getting here tonight. But anyway, throughout high school, we have annotated, analyzed, researched, found derivatives for things we probably hope to never see again. We have also come to get to know and to get close to many of our fellow Raiders in our various classes, sports, and clubs. We have fond memories with some of these people and hope to keep them in a part of our lives as we go on our own separate routes. Some of them we'd be happy if we never saw again. I'm just kidding. Hopefully that's not the case. All of these times, whether good or bad, all of these classes, whether hard or easy, all of these memories, whether fond or nightmarish, have all brought us to May 24th, 2013, tonight, graduation night, all 382 of us. Now, there are only 380 diplomas to be given out tonight, but there will always be 382 Raiders in the class of 2013. Easton Singleton and Jordan Pimacek, I know that you two could not physically be here with us, but you two will always be with us in our memories. We all have memories and a special place in our hearts for you. And though you are gone, you will not be forgotten. You will never be forgotten. I know that they would both be here enjoying the night with us, anticipating the moment to walk across the stage, so I will continue. Enough with the past. Now it is time for us to be thinking about the future. We need to be smart. I don't want to see anyone on 1,000 Ways to Die. I don't want to see any memes made out of anyone. I want this class to have a positive effect on society. It will not be easy. We will fall. But that does not mean we're out. It was said, aim for the sky and reach for the stars, something similar. But don't just stop there. Go further. Be optimistic about everything. Don't just go for the stars. Reach out and go for galaxies. And even further. Even if we fall or fail, we are never alone. Friends and family are the crutches for the broken leg that life is sure to give us. They will do no good for us if we do not allow them to help. And this is why I would like to make a special mention to 3 people who are my crutches when I need them, so to say. The first one, and absolutely the most important one, is the one who gave birth to me. I'll call her Mother. Sometimes I'll call her Mommy, Mama, Mom, or whatever I call her. She knows that I love her. And I know that she loves me as well. She has spent the past 18 years raising me and shaping me into the young adult I am today. She tries every single day to make sure that her children are where they need to be in life. And I thank her very much for that. If this made you cry, Mom, I'm sorry. Just know that I love you very much. That I'll always love you very much. The next person I'd like to give a special shout out to is my father. Even though I do not see him as much as I would like to, we still talk regularly. And there is not a conversation that we have where I do not learn something from him. My dad is always making sure that me, as well as his other children, know the amount of love he has for us. He is a very hardworking man, and I have his example and his knowledge to learn from. But most importantly, I have his support. He makes sure that I know that I have his support in all that I do. I love him to death for it, and I'll always love him. And for my last shout out, earlier I mentioned that I thought the kids from North were kind of weird. Well, I was talking about one person in particular, and I can say that because she's my best friend. Lisa Swaz is easily the best friend that anyone could ever hope for. She's the type of person who shows concern and care for others. She has all the aspects of a true friend and has helped me in more ways than she even knows. And she has helped me to make my years in high school enjoyable. She's the type of friend that makes you put forth an earnest effort in making sure that she does not leave your life. I love that child, and I hope our friendship continues to grow and never fades. Wherever you are in the crowd, Lisa, thanks. Enough of all the sentiments. I want to end this speech with a quote from Dr. Seuss, and the quote is, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. So wherever you go, wherever we go, remember to be smart, continue giving honest effort, keep trying, be optimistic, and never forget that you have friends and family to support you." Class of 13, we finally made it.
Good evening. My name is John Gagnon, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to give you this speech as the salutatorian of the class of 2013. And I have to say, senioritis hits hard all the way to the end, so I'm glad this worked out. So here we are, at the edge of youth, glancing back on the path we walked, standing before the cliff of the unknown. Graduation, our rite of passage into the real world, our send-off to go learn something and become productive members of society. Whatever plans that each of us have made, all reek of responsibility and ensure abundant hard work. Such is the promise of adulthood. Certainly, there are joys and freedom, but be sure that you want to be free of your childhood. For as much has been made about acting like, working like, and being an adult, little has been proclaimed about being like a child. Perhaps we must inevitably step forward and accept adulthood, and this is not all a bad thing. But we need not shed all remnants of our youth. Therefore, on this night, where our families and friends, those who have shaped us, shouted at us, and shared in life with us, gather together to send us off into the future, I'm given the privilege to share with you what I find essential to humanity. Rather than turning life into a long, drawn-out, and cliche metaphor, I would simply ask you to join me. Join me in a land before time, or rather a land before time mattered. A time when events happened and days passed, but the consequence of time weighed little upon us. Back in a land where reality and myth had no clear boundary. This is a land where warm July nights glisten with lights and laughter. A land where moonlight dances through the dangling and contorted arms of trees. A land where a tight corner of the house becomes a faraway cave. A land where the back of a closet leads to a parallel universe. A land where a winter's snow is not a hazard to transportation, but a magical transformation of the world around you. A land where you are a hero and your friendships are everything. And this land is real. It is where we resided as children, romping through the woods, diving into a pond, swinging from monkey bars, and scheming with friends, making plans to be together until you're two old geezers. This was a land of imagination and creativity, of high adventure and joyous fun, a place where few things were certain, and many things called for investigation, and anything was a possibility. The world of childhood was defined by freedom, but not like the freedom of adulthood, to control the aspects of your life. The freedom of childhood was the freedom to not be confined by a singular reality, not be concerned with the opinions of others, to not be constrained by the conventions of society, though perhaps very much by the rules of our parents. Certainly, no one's youth has been a tale exclusively of fun, joy, and ease, but everyone, at some time, dove into their imagination, swam through their dreams, turned mundane, everyday objects into the extravagant, and explored the territory of their reality. These qualities, imagination, curiosity, creativity, and play, are the essential traits to making life enjoyable, fresh, and alive. Sadly, as we grew up, studied our way through school, crammed for tests, planned for careers, got part-time jobs, and worried over the future, these qualities had a tendency to fade away. Somewhere in the back of our mind, not totally forgotten, but rarely appreciated. Society steered our focus towards success, money, certainty, 5-year plans as the way to enjoy life. While remaining a child is not the way of life, retaining the skills of a child is the way to enrich life. So many people move on into adulthood believing that they must be serious and realistic all of the time. So many people become the company man, the person who works themselves to death. While hard work and a keen perception of reality are necessary traits in life, so too are imagination, creativity, curiosity, and play. They keep our spirit young, our worries minimal, and our minds expansive. Find your way to inspire your imagination. Nature, books, cities, or silence. Keep exploring the questions that tingle your curiosity. Find new ways to see the world that surrounds you. And never stop playing. Leave room for silliness and fun. Class of 2013, on this night that we are sent on to journey into the real world of adulthood, and on every day that follows, never stop being a kid. So as you depart for the future, let your body grow old, let your mind grow wise, but let your spirit stay young.
My name is Claire Kitchens, and I have the privilege of reading a piece I wrote titled, "This is Always Where Home Will Be," as the class poem. Be the best of whatever you are, be the best at all you can be, and when you feel yourself wandering too far, this is always where home will be. We were raiders for 4 long years, we shared memories and we shed tears. But through the rest of our God-given years, this is always where home will be. It's where we laid Easton and Jordan to rest, 2 classmates who made each moment the best, and will return to pay our respects, because we know this is always where home will be. We learn more than any books could show. Our teacher guided us and helped us grow. And when we remember Habersham, we'll know this is always where home will be. So moms and dads and friends alike, please don't worry and do not cry. As we journey into the world, we see this is always where home will be.
Good job, Claire.
Good evening, I'm Carly Gerard, and I'm the secretary of the class of 2013, and I have the honor of saying the class quote. It is Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
Good job, little girl.
My name is Doug Dow, and I'm the class valedictorian. Before I begin, I would like to honor some of our fallen comrades, Easton Singleton and Jordan Pimachek. As we stand on the precipice of our future, we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge two of our classmates who aren't here tonight. But I think all of you will agree that they are very much here tonight, and that they are very much a part of class 2013. Tonight, we must remember the ones who are looking down upon us. They're the kings and queens who rule the galaxies far and near. So, dear friends in the higher places, please be the lights that guide us back home. You are a North Star, Easton and Jordan. Tonight is for you. Good evening, honored guests, administrators, teachers, family, friends, Coach Van, and you, of course, fellow graduates. I am absolutely honored to be standing here tonight, representing the best-looking class of all time, the class of 2013! I promise to keep this spiel relatively brief, but just in case I forget, might I suggest taking a bathroom break right about now. So, fellow graduates, it's a Friday, and we are, in fact, the class of 13. So I guess you can say we're the class of Friday the 13th. What an auspicious day, and 13? What a horrifyingly classy number. After all, we are the classiest group to have ever graduated Habersham Central. Since we're graduating on a Friday of the year 2013, does that mean we've been cursed? Cursed with everlasting bad luck? Perhaps, but I'd like to think otherwise. I mean, we are the first class to be entirely educated in the 21st century. And we are the first class to have ever exceeded the threshold for honored grads. Yeah. Also, who else is surprised that we survived the wrath of Coach Hood during our time here? That's what I thought.
You ain't out yet.
Fine. I'll calm down with the jokes. But really, how lucky are we to have so many lingos in honor of our class? It's crazy, isn't it? Among the best I've come up with are class that survived the Mayan apocalypse. How unoriginal. For Dr. Cantrell and all you math wizards, class of the square root of 169. Don't worry, English teachers. That one is a little bit more advanced. So I came up with class of 10 plus 3. And for you, science nerds, we are the class of the atomic number 13. Or in other words, if we had a class element, it would be aluminum. And how appropriate. After all, we are resilient, we are destructive, and let's not forget, we're obviously chemically unstable. As you know, I periodically like to make chemistry jokes. But guys, let it be known that the limit does not exist with my humor, nor does it exist in our potential as leaders. As Paul Brandt once said, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon." We're sitting amongst our future doctors, lawyers, business leaders, and Walmart executives. These are only a few visions of success, but let yourself redefine the norm. Let yourself redefine success. While money can buy you endless amounts of things, and power can grant you undying fame, life cannot be quantified by such things. Perhaps there is more to life than just money and power. Where's the depth? Where's the happiness? As Barack Obama once said, focusing your life solely on making a buck and accumulating power shows a certainty of poverty, of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, because it's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. And as Ariana Huffington emphasized at her commencement speech this past week, success has largely been determined by money and power. But we need a third metric that should include one based on well-being, wisdom, our ability to wonder, and to give back. By no means is this the definition of success, for that only resides within you. If you don't take anything else away from tonight, take this. Society's definition of success is no longer sustainable. To live a life you've always dreamed of, you must create your own vision of success. So in this very moment, I ask of you, class of 2013, to look at the stars and look how they shine for you. Look at the moon and how it glistens for you. And remarkably, look at the sun and how it awaits you. This universe is miraculously in your hands. And remember that in this very moment, we are infinite. Here is our forever after. So good luck, class of 13. I wish you the best in your endeavors. But as we bid this unholy place goodbye, and as we race the wind and take to the sky, I challenge you to change the world, to disrupt the universe, but more than anything, simply be happy. So celebrate tonight as if it's your last, for this moment of finality is brief and will be gone before you know it. And also, don't forget to spoil yourself once in a while, because if you don't learn how to chill out, you will burn out. So boys, put on your suit and ties, and ladies, your skirts and dress tops. Let's show this world we're more than just a few things. Thank you.
Good job, Down.
My name is Ashley Blackburn, and I'm the class treasurer.
My name is Ansh Patel, and I'm the class vice president.
Congratulations, class of 2013. We made it.
As we have grown over the years, there are many stages we have all gone through, from learning our shapes and colors to making lifelong friendships, or how about the memories that we all cherish from our high school years. As we remember these days, things that we've done will be with us forever. But this is only the start of our journey. The day has come where we say goodbye to the big yellow buses, assemblies, assigned seating, and the stresses of high school. Are you really going to miss it? For some of us, maybe not right away, but eventually we will. So, for us to be here, it is just an achievement, but a privilege.
As we look toward the future, there are a few things I need to remind you of. 1, don't forget where you came from. I challenge you to give back just as our parents, teachers, and community have given to us over the last 18 years. It is best said by Forrest Whitcraft, 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I lived in, how much money I had in my bank, nor what my clothes looked like. But the world may be a better place because I was important in the life of a child. 2, don't be afraid of where you're going. Just remember, the world is going to be harsh and inconsiderate of your feelings. How you handle this is to give all you have and never hold back. Live, love, and laugh.
Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what they truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. We can only hope that the hard work we've put into it during our high school years and the relationships we've formed have helped shape us into capable adults. People who are ready to face the challenges ahead with healthy attitude."
In your path through life, instead of stepping on others on your way up the ladder of so-called success, reach down and pull others up with you by helping them to reach their full potential. If you do this, you will truly help change the world. And last, we would like to leave you with this quote from Roger Babson. Keep in mind that neither success or failure is ever final.
Good job, y'all. Great job. Just a reminder, as everyone's name is going to be called tonight, if you would hold your applause until the very end so that everyone's name can be heard. Thank you. Duck Quang Dowell. John Ryan Gagnon. Courtney Elizabeth Ryan. Ashley Nicole Blackburn. Carly Mackenzie Gerard. Macy Lynn Doran. Elizabeth Claire Kitchens. Shelby Faith Cody. Hannah Nicole Holliday. Taylor Jaylene Smith. Tyquez Lamont Faulkner. Anch Alap Patel. Samuel Aaron Martin. Alexandria Lee Holson. Tanisha Marie Summerhour. Brenda Elenas Francisco. Carrie Elizabeth Crow. Sarah Megan McHale. Timothy Tyler Ayers. Alex Azuka. Robert Trent Primer Jr. Donald Earl Collins Jr. Linda Michelle Robinson. Alexis Layton Andrews. Hannah Catherine Purcell. Bonnie Mariah Bell. Julie Elizabeth Fry. Mary LaRue Eccles. Mayra Rivera. Christy Lee Smith. Diego Alejandro Alvarez. Jonathan Samuel Long. Colton Nathaniel Manley. Laura Gomez. Brittany Michelle Cooper. Brianna Heather Barrett. Madeline Brooke Anderson. Jamie Lee Ledford. Gustavo Hernandez Aguilera. Chase Andrew Carter. Adam Charles Trotman. Kenneth Martin Moon. Caitlin Alexandra Merck. Brianna Nicole Boyette. Robin Grant Enders. Holly Michelle Hogan. Madison Hallie Miller. Marlene Rivera. Karen Denise Torres. Philip Alexander Briscoe. Michael Andrew Long. Jacob Samuel Mann. Jessica Marie Glosser. Sarah McCall Coleman. Jenna Michelle Barden. Sandra Albran Garcia. Brittany Rose Rivers. William Marco Antonio Alford. Brian Zachary Lee. Peyton Richard Kane. Jacob Erickson Hicks. Devin Gabrielle Barrett. Annalie Christine Eccles. Brianna Cherie Hodges. Brandon Cole Tucker. Jordan David Krippner. Jordan Scott Haynes. Christopher Jerome Elrod. Jeremy Allen Craig. Christopher Timothy Davis. Timothy Aaron Frankum. Gabriel Christian Howell. Stanley Pankpachan. Jessica Lynn Lewis. Lindsay Taylor Gillum. Kiana Bon Chiramani. Wendy Medrano. Alexander Harrison Smith. Christopher Brian Dobbs. Joshua Truitt Slayton. Juan Luis Rotana. Anna Crystal Barron. Jessica Roseanne Eash. Shelby Marie Hill. Omar Rea. Ricky Juan Matias. Justin Bruce Hagee. Jaime Hernandez Lara. Anthony Brian Crane. Adrian Travis Dodd. Billy Nathaniel Fry. Ivan Porraco Hurtado. Melissa Reyes Bravo. Alma Lemus. Ashley Kate Gillum. Morgan Ashley Cheek. Raynon Isabella Caroline Wade. Brandon Scott Smith. Dalton Wayne Wheeler. Ian Scott Wheeler. Zachary Austin Rainier. Autumn Gail Wade. Laura Renee Dyer. Casey Michelle Ramsey. Julio Cesar Niniz. Jack Cade Matthews. Zachary Todd Hennett. Ronnie Levon Farmer. Michael Alexander Crane. Adon Jorge Duran.
Congratulations to you.
Eric Adrian Garza.
Congratulations to you.
Sam Coleman Ivester.
Congratulations to you.
Michaela Ashton Stewart.
Congratulations to you.
Melina Gentana Laranaxe.
Congratulations.
Kimberly Faith Gilder.
Congratulations.
Monica Tip Chantaban.
Congratulations.
Nancy Paolo Pierre Ortiz. Cameron Reed Smith.
Congratulations to you.
Charles Cameron White. Aaron Boyd Brooks Jr.
Congratulations.
Brant Allen Reinhardt.
Congratulations to you.
Supapan Vinmahavan. Selena Isabel Duran. Kara Ashlyn Herring.
Congratulations to you.
Jessica Hope McNeil.
Congratulations.
Danielle Lee Reddish.
Congratulations.
Ariel Annalie Shecker.
Congratulations to you.
Stephanie Denise Biggs.
Congratulations.
Ashley Michelle Whitney.
Congratulations.
Dylan Cole Oliver.
Congratulations to you.
Brandon Lee Gates.
Congratulations to you.
Logan Mitchell Jackson.
Congratulations.
Bessie Fabiola Osorto Zuniga. Erica Lara. Haley Brooke Guerin.
Congratulations.
Jolie Miranda Caudell.
Congratulations to you.
Rachel Anna Bauer.
Congratulations to you.
Sean Michael Smith. Grayson Scott White. Timothy Nathaniel Glore.
Congratulations.
Armando Richard Rios.
Congratulations to you.
Whitney Craven Wright.
Congratulations to you.
Karen Morales Duran. Angelica Hernandez Blanco. Adrian Leanne McElwaney. Nancy Marina Rhea Hernandez. Emily Nicole Setzer. Chandler May Taylor. Savannah Darrell Whitehair.
Congratulations.
Benjamin Logan Merritt.
Oh, man.
Victor Hernanimo Gaspar. Austin Lee Gerald. Jennifer Ortiz. Jessica Marie Cushman. Kayla Renee Gerald. Teresa Quintero. Rebecca Elaine Wood. Timothy Ryan Smith. Thomas Reed Whitecotton.
Congratulations, man.
John Michael Thompson. Ricardo Rodriguez Paramo.
Congratulations to you.
Lindsay Brooklyn Worley.
Congratulations.
Ansley Evan Dundor.
Let's go.
Macy Elizabeth Hind. Megan Nicole Matkovic. Nina Louise Ramos. Kirsten Elizabeth Cedar. Kayla Dawn Tafoya. Jessica Kimberly Wisnett. Jonathan Romero Ortiz. Alfredo Hiron Pineda. Joby Jeffers. Jennifer Orozco. Guadalupe Jose Francisco. Laura Garcia. Antonia Contreras Quintero. Daisy Martinez Garcia. Jeffrey Blake Sosby. Stephen Victor Wiley. Austin William Tyler. Jose Giovanni Sanchez. Ana Medella Zavala. Ashley Christina Duncan. Tara Marie Heimberger. Maggie Jose Matias. Jennifer Rodriguez Ramirez. Megan Lane Scroggs. Lisa Maria Suasa. Jessica Irene Wells. Wesley Richard Moore. Omar Gonzalez. Aaron Trent Johnson. Alexandria Marie Oren. Juana Jose. Estefania Garcia. Amanda Lee Cade. Marisol de la Riva Vasquez. Austin Gregory Sprayberry. Eric Nathan Williams. Nathan Todd Byers. Robert William Carney. Jennifer Vallejo Lara. Amber Brooke Wood. Leticia Andres. Christopher Nathaniel Palmer. Miguel Ramirez Mora. Michael Anthony Maney. Brian Keith Land. Dylan Joseph Hayes. William Tryon Kiker. Richard Lopez. Joel Douglas Manus. Dulce Clarissa Romero Garcia. Susie Arjon. Taryn Lane Akers. Melissa Gabrielle Wood. Whitney Michelle Trotter. Jacob Austin Brewster. Isaac McAllister Bridges. Matthew Hunter Vandiver. Sergio Lopez Sanchez. Joanna Alexis Velasquez Guerrero. Tanya Danae Dorsey. Shelby Danielle Harris. Alejandro Paramo. Robert Shane Morris. Parker Stanley Henson. Zachary Lee Fennell. Dylan Reese Dalton. Malachi Josiah Mark Durham. Tommy Olin Gore. David Lamar Johnson. Vivian Carolyn Nisbet. Elena Michelle Johnson. Maria Jose Guyana Moreno. Jillian Kayleen Bushy. Anna Victoria DeLee. Austin Ronald Swartz.
Congratulations, man.
Seth Paul Williams.
Congratulations, Seth.
Jonathan Tyler Walters.
Congratulations, man. Proud of you.
Pablo Saucedo. Brunel Annette Carl. Claudia Lisette De Leon. Norma Esperanza Guerrero Garcia. Fabian Paramo Martinez. Seth Blake Morris. Robert Ryan Howard. James Matthew Fordyce. Sean Joseph Davis.
Congratulations.
Preston Kyle Elam. Donald Eugene Grant. Jackson Cole Jones.
Ah, man.
Hannah Danielle Nations. Brittany Lee Irvin.
Congratulations to you.
Katerina Julia Futera.
Congratulations.
Jessica Danielle Bunn.
Congratulations to you.
Cassandra Elizabeth Watson. Jake Dylan Tink. Zachary Michael Yoder.
Congratulations.
Colin Drake Ward. Joshua Morgan Shirley. Haley Ray Vassar. Cassidy Geneva Davidson. Ansley Nicole Reiner. Alicia Faith Maddox. Megan Jade Haas. Karina Rondon Roman. Ashley Nicole Stewart. Catherine Marie Weaver. Martin Paramo. Jesus Alberto Guzman. Jeffrey Thomas Jones. Vanessa Lexis Muncy. Stacy Margarita Guaraco Leco. Mackenzie Lee Fleming. Ashley Nicole Broom. Viviana Mora.
Congratulations to you.
Blake Everett Terrell. Humberto Zavala.
Congratulations to you.
James Dylan Welburn. Tanner Mitchell Shook. Holly Jason Berry. Chelsea Leanne Adams. Caitlin Nicole Griffin. America Macias Leco. Cheyenne Nicole Pope.
Hi, girl. Congratulations.
Millie Caroline Rowland.
Congratulations to you.
Sydney Lynn Stevens. Kendra Denise Warwick. Colin Lamar Chapman. Jared Austin Haney. Christopher John Kastner. Courtney Denise Moore. Misty Nicole Hopper. Robert Andrew Ferguson. Sarah Lynn Brooks. Kristen Kayla Beasley. Jason Boy Tamavangsa. Francisco Javier Procopio Guerrero. Chase Lee Howell. Zachary Adam Smager. Jasmine Benavides. Mackenzie Renee Cowart. Jessica Alexandria Golding.
Congratulations to you.
Jennifer Merle Lovell. Emily Tukta Pamavangsi. Lacey Elizabeth Rogers.
Congratulations to you.
Jantala May Suriyong.
Congratulations.
Shelby Brianna Walker.
Congratulations, Shelby.
Elliot McKee Billingsley.
Congratulations to you, man.
Cameron Joel Harper.
Cameron, congratulations.
Zashan Tanvir Khan. Emily Claire Mitchell. Annis Elizabeth Holden.
Congratulations to you.
Amber Nicole Ferguson. Carrie Elizabeth Brewster. Haley Aaron Bentley.
Congratulations to you.
Isaiah Timothy Tomlin.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Christian Ramirez. Juan Manuel Martinez Moreno.
Congratulations.
Jaime Lara Rodriguez. Angelina Diaz.
Congratulations to you.
Nelly Nailu de la Cruz Guillen.
Congratulations to you.
Christina Nicole Mason.
Congratulations.
Jacqueline Ramirez.
Congratulations to you.
Carly Ann Sales.
Congratulations.
Sabrina Nicole Stewart.
Congratulations to you.
Cassidy Leanne Weber.
Congratulations.
William Raymond Morrison.
Will, congratulations, ma'am.
David Thomas Rayburn.
Congratulations to you.
David Nathan Harvey.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Jelena Faith Nations.
Congratulations.
Katie Elaine Hudgens.
Congratulations to you, Karen.
Savannah Shelby Freeman. Gloria Faith Brown.
Congratulations.
Bethany Marie Benton. Jeremy Gordon Trotman. Nicolas Ramirez Lara. Austin Joseph Mastrilli. Giovanni Lara.
Congratulations to you.
Stuart Allen Harrison. Cody Michael Parker. Amanda Brooke Brogan. Whitney Elaine Martin. Mary Catherine Ralston. Kelsey Brooke Rudisil. Jared Dylan Murray. Ryan Paul Martin. Jeffrey Jordan Murray. Jonathan Scott Ledford. Jose Juan Martinez.
Congratulations to you.
Petpazet Alexander Pontipsavat.
Congratulations.
Lauren Brianna Howard.
Congratulations.
Kinsey L. Fleming. Morgan James Brookshire. Patrick Scott Thompson.
Congratulations to you.
Brian Patrick Adams. Brian Jacob Addis.
Congratulations to you.
Adam Rito Aguilar. Griff Emery Allison. Jesus Garcia Alvarez. Jonathan Wayne Barrett. Joshua Daniel Bartlett. Tanner Douglas Batson.
Congratulations, Tanner.
Brett Walker Branson.
Congratulations.
Cristian Briano Magaña. Juan Alejandro Covarrubias.
Congratulations to you.
Dylan Austin Cooper.
Congratulations.
Dylan Ken Cook. Jonathan
Congratulations, man.
Everett
Proud of you.
Cochran. Donovan Maxwell Chastain. Taylor Joseph Murray. James Alexander Pitts. Tyler James Murray. Austin Wayne Thompson. Dylan Clay Burrell. Jacob Storm Brown. Preston Ray LeCount. Jeremy Ellsworth is serving his country at boot camp and cannot be present tonight.
Okay, guys, let's hold the balls for a second. Thank you. It is with great pride and a lot of pleasure that I present to you the class of 2013. Congratulations, graduates. Help the board down.